Show me what you're truly capable of, Kane. No more holding back. Now, behold the true power of the Swordmaster.
Good. Very good. In just a few years, you've completely surpassed my lifetime of training. I have nothing left to teach you, my boy. It's time for you to take my place as the new Swordmaster.
Master, there is one thing I need to do. I need to go home and get married.
Get married?
Yes, it was my father's last wish. He arranged my marriage before he died and made me swear that once I came of age, I'd find the woman he'd chosen for me and marry her.
The world out here is a viper's nest, Kane. Remember, never reveal who you are, and never draw your blade unless you have no other choice. Live as an ordinary man, and you'll spare yourself a great deal of trouble.
Understood, Master.
Behold, a new legend has risen.
So this is the devastating power of the Swordmaster. If I can bring him back, Arandil might actually stand a chance. No, I'm too late. The Swordmaster's already gone.
Why'd you stop, little princess? Legs give out on you?
You set a trap for me? Cowards! You have no honor!
Honor doesn't win wars, sweetheart. But dragging you to the city gates until your old man surrenders, that's just good strategy.
In your dreams.
Pathetic little fool.
Three against one? Man, don't you guys have any goddamn shame?
Mind your own business, peasant. Walk away now if you want to keep your head on your shoulders.
Funny, I was just about to tell you the same thing.
Kill him!
Hey, don't say I didn't give you a chance.
No way. That crest matches my necklace. Could she be the woman I'm looking for?
A perfectly clean cut, one single strike, straight through the throat. No ordinary blade did this.
Who are you, boy? Did you kill these beastmen and save my daughter?
Master told me to keep my head down. Can't go flashing my identity just yet.
Oh, no, sir. I'm just a blacksmith. They were already dead when I got here.
Father, please, look at him. He's just a peasant blacksmith. There's no way in hell he could kill 3 beastmen. I think it was the Swordmaster.
The Swordmaster? Here?
Think about it. I just came down from the Swordmaster Mountain, and his sanctuary was completely empty. Look at those clean strikes. Whoever struck them moved faster than the eye could follow. No one but the Swordmaster could have done it. Damn it! I blacked out when it mattered most. If I'd found the Swordmaster and convinced him to stay, we wouldn't have to worry about the beastmen at our gates.
Grace is right. This kid doesn't even have a sword on him. No way he's some master swordsman. I'm clearly overthinking this. Listen, kid. You watched over my daughter, so I suppose you've done Arandil a service. Name your price. Whatever it is, I can make it happen for you.
Just help me find my fiancé.
How do you have that exact same pendant?
You're Robert's son. You're Kane?
In the flesh. Before my father died, he gave me this pendant. He told me that once I came of age, I was to honor the arrangement and marry your daughter. So, I guess that makes you my father-in-law?
Watch your mouth, boy! I never said I'd let you marry my daughter.
Father, what's going on? I am the crown princess of Arandil. How could I possibly be betrothed to some ragged blacksmith?
Look, Grace, years ago, Robert and I were close. We had too much to drink and said a few foolish things. I never imagined he'd take it seriously.
You hear that, boy? It was a joke. There was never a real betrothal. I am the crown princess of Arandil, the first in line for the throne. And you? You're a low-born blacksmith. You want to marry me? Try it in the next life! Now take your piece of shit junk and get the hell out of my sight!
Look, kid, here's 100 gold coins. Enough to keep a man comfortable. Take it. Consider it a generous settlement.
I didn't come here for your money.
What? Not enough for you? You could hammer iron for 3 lifetimes and never see a fraction of this wealth. Don't push your luck, peasant.
You said the betrothal was nothing but a drunken joke. Then how do you explain this? Years ago, when you were begging my father to help you claim the crown, you were on your goddamn knees, pleading with him for this marriage alliance. Holy shit. It's real. The princess is actually engaged to a blacksmith? Unbelievable! Man, Prince James is gonna lose his mind. He's been chasing Princess Grace for years, and King Roderick was finally about to give his blessing.
Exactly. Prince James brought 5,000 soldiers to defend Arandil and even took a general's commission just to stay at her side. And now some blacksmith shows up claiming to be her fiancé? That's ridiculous.
Hey, keep your voice down. Arandil was built on sworn oaths. If the king breaks his own word, what is any oath worth?
I don't give a damn about some old piece of paper. Look around you, blacksmith. The beastmen are literally knocking on our gates. The man I marry will either be a legendary warrior like the Swordmaster, or a true hero like James, who commands legions to save my people. And what do you bring, huh? Coal and soot? Marrying you would not be an honor. It would bring ruin to Arandil.
So that is your final answer? You are breaking your own oaths?
Of course not. We are not oath breakers. Tell you what, Kane, come back to the palace with us. Serve as a knight in training and spend some time with Grace. Give you two some time to build some chemistry.
Father, you can't be serious.
Silence, Grace. Let me handle this.
A filthy blacksmith thinks he can become a knight and marry the princess? Go find a mirror, boy. You aren't fit to shine her boots.
King Roderick, the Royal Knights are the absolute elite warriors Arandil has. Every single man earns his place through brutal trials.
If some ragged blacksmith can just skip the line because his daddy pulled a few favors back then
the Royal Knights might as well become a goddamn laughingstock.
James is right, Father. Your personal oath matters, but Arandil's survival matters more.
Then it's settled, Kane. If you truly intend to marry my daughter, prove you're worthy. The Royal Knight trials are being held today. Win the tournament, and I'll see you and Grace married. What do you say?
Listen to me, boy. The trials aren't your cozy little forge. Men fall in that arena. Take the gold and crawl back where you came from before you get yourself killed.
Royal Knight trials? Sounds like a party. I've got nothing better to do today anyway. Let's go see how deadly this little arena of yours really is. Rules are simple. Every candidate enters the pit one by one to face the beast. Whoever kills it fastest wins the trial.
Impressive. That's our strongest candidate today. He might actually break the record you set at 20. What was it again, James?
1 minute. A whole minute? That's the record you're proud of? You don't know shit about real combat, peasant! Big guy's way too slow. He's gonna stretch this out for 5 minutes, and he's losing an arm before it's over.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Stop embarrassing yourself.
Official time, 5 minutes.
How did he do that? It happened exactly the way he said it would. Right down to the goddamn minute.
The peasant got a lucky guess. That's all.
Yeah, right. He's just a blacksmith. What would he know about fighting beasts?
Next up, Kane, the blacksmith.
Did he say blacksmith? Since when are blacksmiths allowed in the trials?
Look at those screeny arms. They are barely enough for an appetizer. The beast will tear him apart. Holy shit! He didn't even bring a sword. The poor bastard's already scared out of his mind.
Relax, everyone. It's just a stray pet. No need to wave a blade around. Bragging won't save you, you arrogant idiot. You think that's a damn puppy in there? Take a good look. It took 500 elite soldiers to pull that three-headed hound out of the deepest hell of the Darkwood. Now let's see you talk your way out of this one, blacksmith. You gonna hammer it out with your bare hands, or let it burn you to ash?
Hey, blacksmith! Enough with the bravado! This isn't worth risking yourself for! Get out of the pit right now!
Oh, come on, your highness. It's his choice. Give him a chance. If he wants to be your knight and your fiancé, he needs to survive the toughest trial. Otherwise, he's just a joke. Enough talking. Open the cage. I'm starving, and I'd like to get some dinner when this is over.
Arrogant fool! Open the cage! Coward! Is dodging all you can do down there? Stand your ground like a man!
Those movements. His pacing is flawless. He's stepping exactly into the beast's blind spots before the strike even lands. Is he really just a blacksmith?
Run, you reckless fool!
Holy shit! How is that even possible?
He just killed a three-headed hound with one finger?
Impossible! No damn way! He must have planted something on the beast and triggered it when he touched it!
So that's what happened. I knew a blacksmith couldn't be that powerful.
The night trials are about real and honest skill. We don't tolerate cheap tricks in this pit. Cheap tricks? To kill that little thing? Man, you people really haven't seen much, have you? Guards! Throw him out!
Damn it! War horns! The beastmen are attacking!
Roderick! You spineless old coward! Get down here and face me like a man! Hiding behind your pretty walls won't save you today! Well, hello there, Grace. My favorite little human pet. Look at you, getting prettier by the day. Tell me, sweetheart, are you ready to become my bride?
You disgusting animal!
That's what I like about you. All that fire should make you fun in bed. Once I paint Arandil in blood, I'm gonna chain you to your father's throne. I'll make him watch while I turn you into my plaything.
You dare insult Princess Grace? You're a dead man!
You can't beat him, pretty boy. Don't jump down there just to die.
Shut your goddamn mouth, you coward! You're just piss-pants terrified because you know Fenris ranked number 15 in the swordsman rankings. Wait, what rankings? What the hell are you talking about? You might be shaking in your boots, but I'm not! Watch me! I'm gonna chop his goddamn head off and kick it across the battlefield!
Not bad for a royal boy. I guess I'll have to kill you first, before I take my sweet time with the princess. Over my dead body!
Hey, quick question. What's this swordsman rankings thing James was going on about?
The swordsman rankings. The swordmaster created them to record the 50 greatest swordsmen in the realm. James might be young. He's already ranked 20th, the youngest man on the list.
All right, then who's number one? This swordmaster guy?
Are you living under a rock? The swordmaster created the list, but he is completely beyond it. He's practically a god. Even if the top 20 swordsmen all ganged up on him at once, they wouldn't stand a damn chance.
Jesus, Master. You really had nothing better to do than rank everyone? Oh, man.
Yes! James hasn't lost his edge. He's actually going to put that wolf down!
Pretty swordplay for sure. Too bad it's full of openings. Within 3 moves, James loses.
Shut up! You're a blacksmith. What would you know? James is clearly winning. James!
Die, you human piece of shit! Who was that? Who sniped my blade? Show yourself!
Did he just deflect Fenris's blade with a pebble? Fenris is ranked number 15. That brute's born with monstrous strength.
How is that possible? Oh, I get it. He's a blacksmith. He spends his life forging weapons, so he must know the weaknesses of different swords. He got lucky.
Can't win a real fight, so you throw cheap shots? Typical humans. But guess what? It didn't change a damn thing. Your champion ran back behind his walls like a whipped dog. Hey, old man, send someone who can actually fight. If anyone here beats me today, I'll pull back my troops. Otherwise, when these walls crumble, we slaughter every single man, woman, and child inside. No survivors!
Then, I suppose I'll have to handle this bastard myself.
Father, no! You can't!
Easy, my go. I may have some gray in my beard, but I was a battlefield swordsman long before I wore a crown. And I still hold the 16th spot on the swordsman rankings.
Father is ranked 16, and Fenris is 15. They're only 1 spot apart. He can win this. He has a chance.
Not even close.
That all you've got, old man? Did you forget to eat breakfast or something?
The wolf is wide open down low, but the king keeps getting distracted by his upper body attacks. That's why he's losing.
You know nothing. The blade's coming at his face. What's he supposed to do? Let it take his head?
Kane is right. Fenris's right leg is the opening. Father! Go for his right leg! How did you spot an opening neither Father nor James could see? Who are you?
Oh God. That's...
Brother, you're here! My brother is ranked 12 in the entire realm. He was personally guided by the legendary swordmaster himself. His swordsmanship is God's deed. You are all fucking dead!
Wait, what? Guided by the swordmaster? Since when did I train that oversized cat?
Useless garbage! Losing to a human whose rank is lower than yours, you've disgraced the entire beastkin bloodline. Roderick, surrender Arandil and crawl away alive, or I'll take it over your corpse. Choose.
As long as I still breathe, you will never take Arandil from me.
For Arandil! Stubborn fool. Father! If you're so eager to die, I'll grant your wish.
Away from him!
Little princess, you're not even on the swordsman rankings. He is number 12! What makes you think you can fight my brother? You could all line up together and he'd still slaughter you like cattle!
Why is everyone so damn obsessed with a stupid ranking list?
You're a pretty little thing, aren't you?
Get your filthy hands off me!
Oh, I don't think I will. I'm taking you back with me. The entire world will watch the crown princess of Arandil become our plaything.
In your fucking dreams!
Good. Grace!
It's all over. Arandil falls today.
Touch my fiance again, and you die.
Kane?
Stay back. I've got this.
Your fiancé? I love taking a man's wife right in front of his eyes. Once I slaughter you, boy, I'm gonna take her home and have some real fun.
Insult my fiance again, and I will rip out your tongue.
Has Arandil completely run out of real soldiers? You're seriously sending a ragged street beggar out here to talk trash to me?
Kane, stand down! He is number 12 on the rankings. You're just a blacksmith. What do you think you can do against him?
Stupid blacksmith. Trying to play hero? Baron's gonna spill your guts.
Ah, blacksmith. A lowborn wees who doesn't even carry a blade. What are you gonna fight me with, boy? Your little forge hammer? Ha ha ha!
Who said I don't carry a blade? Watch closely.
You call that a sword? That's a goddamn sewing needle! What? Are you planning to stitch my armor up for me, peasant? Ha ha ha!
Kane, stop! At least let me get you a real sword. Going up against Baron with a needle like that is suicide.
Against an oversized cat? This needle is more than enough.
You arrogant piece of shit. I'll tear you to pieces.
Is that it? Is that all the legendary number 12 has got?
You bastard!
That's his signature strike, the 1,000-blade storm.
A 1,000 blades, and every single one missed. Predictable.
How is it going, father? Has my skill improved?
You've made great progress. But you're still far from matching your father.
If only you could pick up my hammer.
Only then can you truly be considered grown up.
But you should know, picking up my hammer won't be easy. Only a true thunder god can.
Father, is that so? My goodness, Alan! You have finally grown up!
Child, you must hurry to Silverglow City as soon as possible to pick your fiancée, Princess Leia.
What's wrong with Miss Leia?
20 years ago, the king of Silverglow City made a pact with me that the Nether Legion would invade again in the near future, and said that the time was approaching. You must depart now without any delay.
This is the token of your engagement to Princess Leia. And Thunderhammer, he's yours now.
Thank you, Father. Father, I will miss you!
This stinky kid. Keep him for a while longer, I'm afraid I'll off my lost.
Silverglow City is just ahead. Leia, I'm coming for you.
Princess Shia, surrender! Come with us in silence!
Ah, a little mouse in the woods? Today, no one escapes!
You there! Run! This is not your fight! I said run! Are you deaf? You vile abominations! You will not use me against my sister! I am a princess of Silverglow, and I will never yield!
Foolish girl.
Disobedient girls must die!
Lay a hand on her again, and I will end you.
A foolish wealth dares speak to me like that!
My turn.
Yes!
Are you alright? Wake up!
I'm still alive. Where am I?
You are safe now.
I'm still alive. What happened to the Nether soldiers?
I'm not sure. They probably didn't make it.
Dead? Those creatures are notoriously difficult to kill. Did you really slay them?
Alan, do not reveal your identity until you reach Silverglow City.
Of course not. I can't fight.
I only forge iron and train horses, so I'm strong and quick. I grabbed you and ran. They didn't chase us, so they must be dead.
Thank you for saving me.
No need to thanks. No one would just stand by and watch a girl get killed.
My sister's fiancé is arriving to seal their pact. If he's anything like this brave warrior, she will be very happy.
Where is your home? I'll escort you back.
Silverglow City.
Silverglow City? Sister! I heard that your fiancé has already set out from the Lost Lands. He's coming to fulfill the marriage pact with you.
He has arrived, yet the forces of the Nether Legion press hard upon our realm. War is imminent. I cannot entangle him in this doom. I still don't understand what Father was thinking. Arranging my marriage with a powerless nobody. And now, of all times, isn't he just walking to his death?
Father must have had his reasons. Maybe it's not what
All right. When he arrives, tell him Princess Leia is no longer with us. Send him away. Anyone who speaks out of turn shall be expelled from Silverglow City.
Your Majesty, Princess Shia has returned.
Shia!
You're hurt!
Sister, I'm fine. This brave warrior saved me. You saved my sister. What is your name?
My name is Alan. I came from the Lost Lands. The Lost Lands? You crossed the lethal mistwood with no divine power at all? What madness brings you here? I came to fulfill a marriage pact with my betrothed. Here is the token.
My old friend, the Saloni family owes much to the protection of your Thunder God clan. Today, we betroth our children. From this day, we are one family. Nothing could be better. Silverglow is at peace. I will take Alan to the Lost Lands. In 20 years, he will return to fulfill the pact. The Lost Lands? That harsh realm is home to those without divine power. Why go there? Exactly because they have no power. They need my protection. Thor, you are truly noble.
In this world, someone must step forward. Cress, the Nether Legion will return in 20 years. I will send Alan to protect you all. Swear to me, tell no one who I am or where I went. Let this ring be the token of their betrothal. In the future, Alan can come to Silverglow City with this ring at any time to complete the pact.
So this is Leva's fiancé, my future brother-in-law. By the way, where is Princess Leia? I'd like to meet her.
She... Unfortunately, she passed away long ago.
What? How could?
That's right. We regret it deeply as well. Your betrothed is no longer here. Leave now.
Sister, he saved my life and has nowhere else to go. Can he stay here for a few days? I still need his care.
Just a few days. The Nether Legion shouldn't reach us that quickly.
Very well. No more than 3 days.
Wait. Where is her tombstone? I'd like to pay my respects. After all,
She has no tombstone.
I'll rest for a few days and then leave. I won't cause any trouble.
Princess Leia, I didn't even get to meet you, and you're already gone. What a regret.
Sister, you're clearly alive. Why did you lie to him? He's a powerless weakling, can't even lift a sword. If I marry him, the whole kingdom will laugh at me.
Sister, he saved Shia's life. Even if you don't want to marry him, you shouldn't humiliate him like this.
But I cannot drag him into the war.
Enough. 3 days. That is already merciful enough. Both of you, say nothing about this. If anyone talks, I will expel him from the city at once.
Only the strongest knight can mark the chosen stone. That man will become Silverglow's greatest champion. Today is not the day. A lowly commoner dares enter the Dragon Knight training grounds? Look at those skinny arms and legs. Not a trace of divine power. Listen up. Just because you saved Shia doesn't mean you belong here. A powerless wretch from the Lost Ands? Even I can't split this chosen stone. A weakling like you can only look. Let's go.
Father was right. Sometimes people are harder to deal with than enemies. Is it really that hard? Let me try. It wasn't that difficult.
Alan.
Princess Shia, are you feeling better?
I'm fine. Thank you for saving me. I prepared some clean clothes for you. Try them on. Shia! What are you doing?
I brought Alan some clean clothes.
He won't need them.
This gold is your reward.
This is thanks for saving Shia. But in 3 days, you must leave at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Once he takes the gold, he'll leave. The farther he goes, the safer he'll be.
That's just how she is. Don't take it to heart. Come with me. I'll show you to your room.
I won't argue with a woman.
The Nither Legion has surrounded the city. War is imminent. You are Silverglow's bravest knights. Stay sharp. I will train with you today.
Yes, Your Majesty!
The chosen stone! By the gods! What happened here?
Impossible. How much divine power does it take to shatter the chosen stone?
Father once told me, even the strongest knights could only leave a tiny mark, yet this person...
Your Majesty, if we find this person, we will no longer fear the Nether Legion. Exactly. Someone this powerful can definitely fight the Mether. Sister, we're saved!
Who came to this place today?
We came here this morning. We ran into...
Could it be him? No, impossible. He's just a weakling.
We ran into another group of knights training. Many people come here every day. Every knight in Silverglow wants to split the chosen stone.
Spare no effort! We must find him!
Shia, can you find me a small pouch? I want to keep this ring safe. It's the only thing Leah left me.
I never met her, but for 20 years I've thought of her as my wife. Father told me since I was a child that I would marry Leah.
Alan, actually, Leah...
What?
Sister is determined to drive him away. Telling him would only cause more pain.
Leah said before she passing. She regretted never meeting you. She wanted you to live safely and happily.
Can you tell me why Leah doesn't even have a tombstone?
Because the Queen hated Leah! Yes, that's it!
No wonder she hates me.
Tell me the truth. Did the Queen have something to do with Leah's death?
Princess! Urgent summons from the Queen. The Nether Legion is attacking the city gates.
Arandil!
Tell me the truth. Did the Queen have anything to do with Leah's death?
The Nither Legion has breached the city. He has no divine power. I can't let him get dragged into this. I must make him leave now.
Yes, the Queen killed Leah to take the throne. The city is falling. You need to run. There's a back path behind the palace. Go!
I'll take you with me.
No! This is my home. My family is here. I won't leave.
Shia is right. This is Leah's home. I'll help her reclaim everything. First the Nether Legion, then the Queen.
Sister! 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 Why is he still here?
You have no divine power. Leave now. This isn't a place for you. I'm here to help.
This is ridiculous! Go back!
Remember this. I'm not protecting you. I'm protecting Leah. Whatever you stole from her, I will take it back for her.
Alan, go back. You'll die here.
A filthy peasant with lowly blood. You want to fight the Nether Legion with your blacksmith hammer? Your presence is an insult to real knights.
Enough! This is not the time to argue!
Queen, surrender the throne, and I'll spare your life.
You wish!
Then watch as we slaughter your soldiers and people, one by one.
You wouldn't dare harm the innocent, and the Lord of Ice and Flame shall curse you. You will be imprisoned forever in the frozen flames of hell!
Very well! Send your champion! Let my warrior slaughter him! Winner takes the city! This is the only way you insects survive until dawn.
Those things, blades can't cut them, fire can't burn them. Whoever goes down there is walking to their death.
If you don't dare to fight, then kneel and surrender the throne. Otherwise, tonight this wall will be painted red with your blood.
Shut your mouth! I'll fight you!
Good. Very good. Goltak, rip him apart! Goltak, rip him apart! Good luck.
This won't work! They're immune to blades! You have to find their weakness!
A lowly slave who isn't even a knight dares play hero? Queen! Has your knight order run out of men? You have to rely on this trash?
How dare a lowly peasant order others around?
Cut the chatter! Defeat my knight first!
You monster! I will defeat you!
He's right. Fighting like this is useless. We must find the weakness. How does Alan know this even without divine power?
Is that all? I've taken blows 10,000 times stronger. Your pathetic sword feels like a feather duster.
Sebastian! Stop fighting with strength! Attack his eyes! That's their weakest point!
Marcus, you truly are my finest knight.
The eyes? In my opinion, their eyes aren't the weakness, they're the killing move. I need to warn them. Shia, in my hometown, there's a black liquid that can dissolve anything. Stone, iron, even people.
There's something like that in this world?
Yes. These creatures' eyes remind me of that liquid. My guess is, their real weakness is the mouth. That's why they barely speak.
How did this idiot even manage to save the princess?
He's desperately keeping his mouth shut. Could the Nether Legion's weakness really be their mouths? Alan, how does he know all this?
Sebastian! Aim for his eyes! Do it now! Got it.
Fool. Our eyes can devour everything.
No! How is this possible? I was right! It was him! He was too slow! Damn it all! I'll kill you, you disgusting monster!
You want to die too, worm? Your stupid idea got your comrade killed.
No! This can't be!
Goodbye, little trash.
Knight order! Just a pathetic pile of trash! By dawn, no one will remember your names! Your glory dies with you in the mud.
Marcus! Stab his mouth with your sword! Don't fight head on! Just wait for the turn!
No choice. I'll have to follow the princess's advice.
Well done, Shia. I didn't know you were this capable. Your champion lost. The agreement is clear. Take your army and get out of my sight. Crawl back to your cursed realm.
A Nether Legion never loses! Only the victor makes the rules. You already sent 2 fighters. Now your opponent is me.
Even Marcus, our bravest knight, their flaw lies in their mouths. But the monster is 3 meters tall.
20 years ago, the Thunder God shielded a proud city of warriors. Now, it's an empty shell. Tonight, your blood will fill its moat.
Shia!
The 100-year glory of Silverglow! I swear to protect my family's honor!
Little princess, go home and comb your hair. Don't come here waving a sword you can't even use.
Against you, it's more than enough.
Princess Shia is still badly injured. She won't last much longer.
You worthless trash! How dare you speak about Princess Shia like that?
Stop it! This man saved Shia's life! Marcus, stand down!
Shia!
Too weak. I'll give you one last chance. Open the gates and kneel before my army of the dead.
I'm still here!
Ted! You're not even an adult yet! Even Shia couldn't beat him. Going down there means death!
I am the Prince of Silverglow. Behind me stands my entire kingdom. Though I may fall, the fight will never end!
No!
Foolish.
Ted!
Pathetic. Just surrender already.
Dream on! The House of Selene would rather die with honor than kneel and surrender our throne.
If this continues, Ted will die.
It's my turn now. Alan, I couldn't stop any of this. Keep this safe for me.
This is Leia's ring.
I am Leah.
You said she was already dead.
I know you have no divine power. That's why I kept pushing you away. Alan, leave Silverglow now. Go back to the Lost Lands and live a safe, peaceful life.
I'm glad you came in time. I'm not really dead yet. At least I got to see you one last time.
Leia. You really are Leia.
Annoying brat. Die.
Your opponent is me!
For ages, the angels watched humanity from above, never interfering, never choosing sides. But today, everything changes.
Look! The holy spring is glowing! Her husband's not even with her. That's just sad. She must have a pure soul. The holy spring doesn't show just anyone. Maybe the spring wants us to help her.
The Holy Spring has not shown the mortal realm in 10,000 years. Yet today, it reveals a human woman. Heaven has chosen her. I will descend to earth myself.
The number you're trying to reach is unavailable.
5 months pregnant, and my husband hasn't shown up once. Right now, he's probably off playing the devoted lover to his mistress. It's okay, baby. As long as you're healthy, that's all Mommy wants.
Please, I haven't eaten days. Just give me something, anything.
You! Touch him again and I'll call the police. Are you okay? Here, take this.
Thank you. God bless you, miss.
Compassion like hers deserves heaven's favor. Sophia only prayed for one thing: a healthy child. Which of you would like to answer her prayer?
Me! Pick me! I love her already. No fair, I saw her first.
Fortuna, you shall go.
Woohoo! Mommy, I'm coming for ya!
Sign it, Sophia.
Cord blood donation? What is this?
Vanessa's pregnant. She has a severe immune condition. Your baby's cord blood could save her.
Your mistress, Vanessa? You want to use our baby to save her?
She's carrying my child too. Sign it and I'll give you $1 million.
So this is who you've become. You'd risk our baby for your mistress?
It's just cord blood. Vanessa will recover after the transplant.
Oh, hell no! Cheating-ass daddy, did you seriously just mess with Mommy and me? Congratulations! Karma's about to ruin your life.
Who said that?
Mommy, I'm right here in your tummy.
My tummy?
Yup! The Archangel said you have a pure heart, so he sent me to bless you with good fortune! Oops.
Now what?
Oopsie. Sorry, Mommy, I jumped a little too hard. See? Now you believe me, right?
You're so cute. Are you really my baby? Wait, I can actually see and hear you?
Only Mommy can see me, and I'm not just your baby, I'm your fortune angel too.
Fortune angel?
Fine. If you want more money, we can negotiate. But you are going to that hospital today and donating the cord blood.
Vanessa comes from a far better family than you. Her child is the real heir to the Sterling family. It's cord blood, not a kidney. Stop being dramatic.
Excuse me? Humans pray to me for blessings every day, and these idiots want to use me for cord blood?
Baby, I don't care if you're an angel or not. You're my child, and I will never let anyone hurt you.
Sophia, what the hell are you doing?
Nobody touches my baby. And one more thing. I want a divorce.
Divorce? Sophia, who do you think you are? Fine. Ryan, freeze all her cards. If she refuses to sign, she doesn't get another cent from the Sterling family. Sir, she's pregnant. Do as I said.
Understood. Let's see how long you survive without Sterling money.
Ugh! I hate him! Trash Daddy's bullying Mommy again! Mommy, don't worry, I'll protect you. Don't cry, Mommy. It's just money. And trust me, I've got tons of it.
Oh my god.
Oopsie, looks like my powers got nerfed when I came down to the human world. I can't just magic up free cash anymore.
That's okay, baby. Mommy can work. I'll make money for us.
Oh, Mommy. Okay, maybe I can't spawn money out of thin air anymore, but with my talent for creating wealth, I can totally turn you into a billionaire queen.
We don't need billions, baby. As long as Mommy can raise you after the divorce, I'll be happy.
Oh, trust me. I'm gonna make Trash Daddy regret dumping us. Who needs the Sturks? You're gonna be crazy rich without them. Mommy, remember the 100 grand you saved before you got married?
I almost forgot about it.
Now log into your account, open the stock app, and dump every cent into Neva.
Baby, are you sure? This stock's been crashing for 7 straight days. That's all the money I have left. If this fails, we'll end up homeless.
Trust me, the second the market opens tomorrow, that stock is going to the moon.
Okay. Mommy trusts you.
Wow.
Mr. Sterling's here.
Clear the way.
Hey! Watch it!
Sophia, what are you doing here?
Mrs. Sterling used all her premarital savings to buy Neva stock. The company's about to get delated.
Sophia, you might as well set your money on fire.
That's none of your business. My money, my decision.
Once you lose everything, maybe you'll finally come crawling back and sign the papers.
That's right, Mommy. Just wait till the market opens. Trash Daddy's about to eat his words.
Come on, Neva. You can do it.
What the heck?
It's rising! Oh my god, it's really rising!
Oh my god! Neva was supposed to get delisted yesterday, and now it's rocking up like crazy? That's insane! Literally doubled in one day! Damn it, I should have held my shares!
In just one day, my 100,000 turned into 200,000!
Told you so! So, does Mommy believe me now?
I do. I really do. You're heaven's gift to me. You're my lucky star!
Aw, Mommy. As long as you're happy, this is nothing! I'm gonna turn my mommy into real old money. And when that happens, the Sterling family's gonna choke on their own arrogance.
Okay, then Mommy's looking forward to that day.
Just beginner's luck. That little win won't last. Sooner or later, you'll come crawling back, begging me to take you in. Don't take too long, Sophia. If Vanessa misses her treatment, I'll never forgive you.
No way, you'll never see that day.
William, one day you're going to regret everything you did to me and our baby. Unbelievable. 3 days in and we've already made another 500,000. Baby, we're going to Whole Foods instead of Walmart.
Ugh, Mommy, you're literally the mother of a fortune angel, future queen of the billionaire elite, remember? Can we go bigger than this? Mommy, next up, we're making a much bigger move.
Bigger?
Mommy, look at this. Phantom Realm Technologies. Right now, nobody cares about their VR tech. But trust me, in less than 2 weeks, this tech is gonna blow up worldwide. And when that happens, their stock price is going up 100 times over!
Wow! Then if we invest everything into them now, we'd make a fortune!
That's my smart mommy!
But we only have 500,000 right now. That's not nearly enough to buy meaningful shares. We're gonna need a lot more money. I want to sell these. What are they worth?
Mommy, these are all gifts from Trash Daddy. If people find out you're selling your jewelry for cash, they're definitely gonna gossip behind your back.
At this point, who cares what they say anymore? Nothing matters more than making sure we survive. Please, I really need the money as soon as possible.
Mrs. Sterling, the pieces are beautiful, but I'm afraid we can't accept them.
What? Why? We can negotiate the price.
It's not about the money. Last week, the Sterling family issued a notice. Any jewelry with the Sterling crest may not be resold.
Every single piece you brought in has the mark.
No one in the market would dare buy them.
What?
Ugh, Trash Daddy planned this. He's such a calculating snake.
William never intended for me to own anything. What a joke this marriage is.
I understand. Thank you anyway.
Sophia, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you're stalking us? Funny, I was about to ask you the same thing. Shouldn't you be in a hospital instead of jewelry shopping? I'm... William, Sophia's scaring me and my baby. We only need a little cord blood.
Sophia, you've dragged this out long enough. Sign the papers and do the donation now.
I said no. I will never hurt my child. And I don't believe she's really sick. Where's the diagnosis? Where's the report? They're... at home.
Wait. What's this? So broke that you had to come sell your jewelry? Getting money is easy, Sophia. Sign the papers, and I'll wire you $1 million immediately.
I don't need your filthy money.
Without me, you'll never live the luxurious life you had before. You're nothing without the Sterling family.
You misunderstood. I'm not selling these. I'm taking out the trash.
Sophia!
And this too. I'm not the one who can't live without you. You're going to regret everything you did today.
Are you insane? William is the best man in the world. How could you treat him like... If you enjoy picking up trash I threw away, be my guest.
Sophia, you just called me trash? How dare you?
Mommy, that was amazing! Woo! You absolutely destroyed Trash Daddy and his fake little mistress.
Yeah, but baby, where are we supposed to get enough money now? We only have half a week left.
Wait, Mommy, look!
America's largest fine art auction is coming soon.
I smell money. Mommy, we're going to this auction. Now this is my playground! Mommy, ready to get rich off everyone else's bad taste? Time to go be treasure hunting!
Mommy's ready.
Sophia? What exactly are you doing here?
I already asked for a divorce. You don't get a say in my life anymore. William, don't be so hard on her. Maybe she's just here to try her luck. Who knows? She might score a thrift store miracle tonight.
A miracle? Please. Luck doesn't work for people like her. Ever since Vanessa got pregnant, Sterling Group's stock has gone up. That child is our family's blessing. Tonight, we'll buy anything my grandson likes.
Thank you, Margaret. I just know this baby is going to bring even more glory to the Sterlings.
Oh, please! I'm the reason this family's been winning lately. The second I'm gone, watch the whole empire start falling apart.
Ugh, pathetic bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, the Grand Gala Art Auction. And now, let the bidding begin. Our opening piece this evening, Crimson Reverie by Mateo Volkov. Starting bid, $800,000.
Oh, the baby kicked. What happened? Is my grandson all right?
I think he likes this painting. Maybe we should bring it home for him?
Of course we should. If my grandson wants it, then it's obviously meant for the Sterling family. $800,000.
$800,000 going once, going twice, and sold. Congratulations, ma'am, an excellent buy. Master Volkov's market value has doubled in the past 2 years, and collectors are still driving prices up.
Wait, I remember a friend of mine paid $102 million for another Volkov piece last year.
I heard the British royal family has been collecting this entire series. This painting could easily resell for $1.5 million.
The Sterling snagged it for only 800 grand? That's practically free money.
Good eye. Nice call.
See? Vanessa's carrying the Sterling family's little blessing. The baby's not even born yet and already making money for the family.
You see that, Sophia? That's real luck. Some people are simply born blessed. Some aren't. Even their children turn out to be burdens, not blessings.
Ugh, please. That was my luck they borrowed, and it's just a basic painting. Mommy, don't even stress. The real treasure's still coming. And when it does, it'll make this thing look like pocket change.
Okay. Mommy trusts you.
Lot 47 going once.
Look at her. She hasn't raised her paddle once. She clearly came here just to pretend she belongs.
Well, collecting art isn't just about taste. It's about fortune, too. She's never had that kind of luck.
Our next item, a sculpture by an unknown artist, estimated to be over 100 years old. Opening bid, $50,000.
Oh my god, what is that? A half-finished rock hippo? It's hideous. Who cares how old it is?
It's huge, ugly, and takes up space. Buy it and congrats, now you own expensive construction trash.
Seriously, what idiot would spend 50 grand on that ugly brick?
Mommy, that's the one! That thing is an insane hidden treasure! Mommy, that's the one! That thing is an insane hidden treasure! I can feel it! That stone hippo is the biggest treasure in the room tonight. It's worth 10,000 times more than Trash Daddy's little painting.
If there are no bids, we'll go ahead and pass on this.
50,000.
Sophia, don't tell me you're so broke now that this is the only thing you can afford to bid on?
Sophia, sculptures like this are usually just practice pieces for amateur artists. It's not even finished. You seriously think this thing is collectible?
Miss, are you certain you'd like to bid on this piece?
Yes, I'm sure.
Very well. 50,000 going once? Any higher bids?
Margaret, if she wants this ugly thing so badly, why don't we help drive the price up a little? Make her spit out every dollar she earned from the stock market.
That sounds entertaining.
50,000 going twice, 50,000 going 3 times!
200,000!
Sophia, seeing how obsessed you are with this sculpture made me curious. Maybe it really is some hidden treasure after all?
Ugh! Evil witch! She's trying to scam Mommy out of money! Mommy, keep bidding. What's inside that thing is worth over 100 million.
300,000.
400,000.
500,000.
Baby, that's all the money we have. If we keep going after this...
2 million.
Vanessa!
William, I'm just curious how badly Sophia wants this. What's wrong, Sophia? Done already? Or did you run out of money?
Trust me. Mommy, trust me. Buy it. This is a legendary treasure.
Okay.
$3 million.
Oh my god.
Sophia, are you really insane? You spent $3 million on that pile of rocks?
Well, since Sophia seems so emotionally attached to it, I guess I'll let her have it. I withdraw.
Very well! Miss Sophia bids $3 million! Any higher offers? 3 million going once, 3 million going twice, and 3 million sold! Congratulations, Miss Sophia.
Sophia, you don't seriously think the ugly rock you just bankrupt yourself to buy is some priceless treasure, right? Come on, you got played. Honestly, it's junk.
$3 million for a hunk of junk? She's basically burning money at this point.
Clearly, she has more money than sense. It's embarrassing to even be in the same room.
So stupid.
You people know nothing. Mommy, trust me. In a minute, they'll be so jealous.
Unfinished, terrible craftsmanship, zero artistic value.
$3 million. Gone just like that.
First the Sterlings humiliate her, and now she's lost everything. Poor girl.
The funnest part is that she actually thought she found treasure.
Mommy, the treasure's inside the stomach. Find something and break it open.
I bought this sculpture. That means I can do whatever I want with it now, right?
Yes, Miss Sophia.
Sophia, what now? You're gonna drag this giant hippo home on a leash and keep it as a pet? Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Miss, wait, are you seriously trying to smash it? That sculpture cost you $3 million.
She's officially lost it. What's the matter, Sophia? Did going broke finally make you snap?
Sophia, enough.
Mommy, don't listen to them. Hit it with everything you've got. There's definitely something incredible inside.
Wait, what is that?
For more than a dozen generations, the Vanderbilt family was a certified sausage fest. Not a single girl in the entire genealogy Until me. The day I came home, my 8 older brothers immediately swarmed me. Sebastian, the oldest and a billionaire tech prodigy, slid a black Amex card right into my swaddle.
Keep it, princess. The pin is your birthday.
Damien, my second brother, the Mufia king, poked my cheek with a calloused finger.
She's so tiny. Are we sure she's not made of glass?
Julian, the doctor, scoffed, spraying Lysol into the air.
Get away from her, you heathens. You're tracking in germs.
That was how my 8 brothers put me on a diamond-encrusted pedestal, spoiling me like a princess. Then I started my junior year at Ridgemont Prep, and met the devil in high heel, my pre-calc teacher, Mona Sutherland. She practically worshipped the boys and made it her life's mission to loathe girls. When she decided to publicly humiliate me over my period, she picked the wrong girl to mess with. She has no idea that my 8 insanely powerful, billionaire brothers spoil me absolutely rotten. And they are about to descend on this school to unleash literal hell. Earlier that morning, during break, Miss Sutherland was perched on the edge of Tyler Brooks's desk, on it, one heel swinging, laughing too loud at something he'd said. Tyler is 16. She's 31. He's also the starting lacrosse attack and she shows up to every game in a Ridgemont varsity hoodie 3 sizes too small. Tyler held out a hot Cheeto. She opened her mouth and took it right off his fingers, then patted his thigh.
God, you boys are such an escape.
Tyler grinned. She reached across and stole a goldfish out of another boy's lunch.
The girls in this school file a HR complaint if you breathe wrong. Last week, one of them tried to lecture me about boundaries. Boundaries. I was like, sweetie, I was homecoming queen. I know what a boy is.
Tyler laughed.
Mrs. Sutherland, you're literally not like other girls.
I know. It's why my TikTok pops off.
I wasn't paying attention. I was at my desk, sipping my iced matcha and scrolling Pinterest. My friendship bracelet stack clicked quietly against the diamond cuff Sebastian had given me for my sweet 16. A shadow fell across my screen. Miss Sutherland had crossed the entire room to stand over me. The flirty laugh was gone.
Cute bracelet. Daddy bought that for you?
Her voice was acid.
Some of us actually had to earn our jewelry, Vanderbilt. You wouldn't know what that's like. You walk in here every day dressed like a Sephora ad, looking down your nose at the rest of us. Who exactly are you trying to impress?
The room went silent. The girls looked up, alarmed. The boys leaned in for the show. I set my matcha down, looked up at her, polite.
Mrs. Sutherland, I think you might be the one impressing somebody. You were sitting on Tyler's desk.
A beat of dead silence. Someone in the back row choked on a laugh and buried his face in his hoodie. Miss Sutherland's face went red to the hairline.
Excuse me? I'm just saying. There's a Title IX hotline poster literally behind your head. Vanderbilt, you are going to regret that.
The bell rang. Miss Sutherland marched to the front and slammed her textbook on the desk.
Sienna, stand up. Answer this one.
I stood. She flipped to a random page in the AP Calc book. Except this isn't AP Calc. This is regular pre-calc, and the problem she chose was an integral we wouldn't see until next year. I opened my mouth. She cut me off.
What, nothing to say? You had plenty to say 5 minutes ago.
She started pacing in front of my desk, but her eyes were on the rest of the class.
Some of you girls think you can coast through high school on Instagram filters and daddy's credit card. I'm telling you right now, out in the real world, nobody's going to baby you. You're in for a rude awakening, Vanderbilt. Men don't actually like girls who can't do anything for themselves.
She lectured for a solid 5 minutes. I just tilted my head, the real world, lifting a finger. But my brothers had been pretty clear that I was never going to see the real world. They had it covered. Miss Sutherland slammed her hand on the desk.
What is that look on your face? You think this is funny? Step out into the hallway. Now.
A girl 2 rows over whispered to her seatmate.
She is being so weird with Sienna right now. She's been weird with every girl in this class. Did you see what she put in my comments on Insta?
I didn't move. I just looked at Miss Sutherland.
Are you deaf? I said out!
Okay. I picked up my pink Goyard tote and walked out of the classroom. Past her. Past everyone. Then I just kept walking. Down the marble stairs. Out the front doors. Past the security desk. Straight to the curb on Park Avenue. She said get out. So I got out. I pulled out my phone and ordered an Uber Black home. I scanned my thumb against the biometric lock of our brownstone, the heavy oak door clicking open instantly.
I'm home.
Sebastian appeared from the kitchen in an apron over his dress shirt, sleeves rolled up his forearms, spatula in hand. He glanced at the antique clock in the hall.
It's barely 2. Since when does Ridgemont Prep let out before 3:30?
I dropped my Goyard tote on the velvet couch and stretched out.
I just didn't want to be there anymore.
Sebastian set the spatula down, looking completely unconvinced.
Funny. My phone hasn't pinged with a single attendance notification from the parent wardle.
My teacher literally told me to leave, so I left.
I grabbed the Eruhan smoothie he'd left on the coffee table.
By the way, whatever you're burning in there smells expensive.
He didn't push it, but I clocked him glancing back at me twice through the kitchen archway. A few minutes later, the front door opened again. Julian came in, loosened his tie, dropped his hospital ID on the entry table. He came straight to me and pressed the back of his hand to my forehead.
Early dismissness? You coming down with something, kiddo?
I'm good, Jules. Honestly, all I wanted today was to see my amazing brothers and get a giant hug.
He and Sebastian exchanged a look. I knew that look. That was the something happened at school, look natural until we destroy whoever did it, look. Damien wandered down the stairs next from his home office, tie crooked. Sat on the arm of the couch.
Anything fun at school today, princess?
Nope, just school.
What'd you have for lunch?
A sweet green kale Caesar, the usual.
What was your last period?
PE, it completely drained me. I'm officially on strike and staying right here with you guys forever.
He ruffled my hair, half exasperated, half amused.
And let you drive us all crazy 24/7? No chance, princess.
Too bad you're stuck with me.
I mumbled and buried my face deeper into the couch. The suffocating weight from earlier didn't feel quite as heavy anymore. The family group chat, titled Sienna's Bodyguard's White Heart, was already lighting up, the other brothers arguing over the Hamptons house versus Aspen for the weekend. Sienna, text not moving from this couch. Would be a total vibe if the Aspen snow could just come to us instead. The chat went dead silent for one beat. Then 8 identical replies, almost simultaneously text, done. I honestly figured they were just joking around. But a little while later, right in the middle of me mindlessly scrolling through my TikTok FYP, white flakes suddenly started drifting past the floor-to-ceiling windows. I blinked, dropping my phone onto the couch. Turns out, my absolute lunatics of brothers had actually air-freighted real, fresh powder all the way from Aspen. I literally squealed with pure joy. Miss Sutherland had warned me I'd suffer in the real world. That word, suffer, wasn't really in my vocabulary. Second period the next afternoon was PE. Coach Daniels blew his whistle.
Mile run, ladies and gents. Mile run, let's move.
I walked over with the cramps note the school nurse had already signed off on. Coach reached for it, but a hand shot in from the side and snatched it first. Miss Sutherland. She was holding a clipboard, holding down the fort for her afternoon track duty. She flashed Coach Daniels a sickeningly sweet smile.
I've got this one, Coach. The school nurse asked me to double-check her medical clearance today anyway.
She crumbles the note in her hand, looking down at me with a sharp, toxic smile.
Looks like you're all mine now, Vanderbilt.
She glanced at the slip, tore it in half.
Cramps? Honey, Middog exists. Denied. Mrs. Sutherland, I really don't feel good. She gave me a slow head-to-toe once-over. You looked plenty fine flirting with Mason at lunch. Sienna, do you honestly think the entire world revolves around you? Cry me a river over a gym class. How exactly do you plan to survive the real world? Trust me, honey. Real men don't marry fragile little porcelain dolls.
The words landed in the dead air of the field. A couple boys in the front snickered. The girl next to me sucked in a breath.
Mrs. Sutherland, you literally cannot say that to a student. That is deranged.
I looked her dead in the eye.
I'm 16, Miss Sutherland. I have standard menstrual cramps. Why are you so obsessed with who is going to marry me?
Face froze over.
Don't talk back to me!
She grabbed my wrist. Hard. Yanked me toward the track.
Let go! Run.
She was totally breaking the policy, but I refused to give her the satisfaction of a scene in front of the entire junior class. So, I jerked my arm free and walked to the back of the line. She stood inside the track, arms tightly crossed as she hovered over the field, glaring right at me. I jogged. Slow. Every step pulled at my belly. I fell behind almost immediately.
Hip 2, Vanderbilt.
By the second lap I was bent over, hand pressed to my side, gasping. I said you were soft.
Keep going.
I looked up. My eyes burned. I refused to let the tears fall.
I can't, Mrs. Sutherland. I'm completely running on empty here. Save the damsel act for someone who cares.
You're right. Let's bring in the people who actually do.
I pulled out my phone to call Sebastian. She had no idea she just signed her own death warrant. She saw the phone and swung at it. The iPhone flew out of my hand and skidded across the rubber track.
No phones during instruction, you know the policy.
I crouched and picked it up. The screen was spiderwebbed across the lock screen photo of me and Caleb at his college move-in.
You're paying for that. You dropped it. Not my problem.
That's when she noticed my wrist where the hoodie sleeve had ridden up. The bracelet. A delicate chain of pink stones with a tiny gold drop in the middle, engraved with my name in script. Sebastian had classed it on me himself at my sweet 16 4 months ago. She grabbed my arm and lifted it like evidence.
A flawless phone, all this gorgeous costume jewelry. Running laps isn't a runway show, sweetie. You're dressed like a literal princess just for gem class. What, are we performing for the boys today, Vanderbilt? It's not costume. My brother gave it to me. Right. Brother. Probably scooped it out of a clearance bin at Claire's. Wearing this much jewelry in PE is a major safety hazard, sweetie. You wouldn't want to get hurt, would you? Hand it over. Confiscated. Your brother can come pick it up himself. I'm genuinely curious what kind of family raised a kid like you.
She tugged.
Don't! Let go!
She didn't. She pulled harder. I was clawing at her fingers, panicking.
Let go of me!
There was a small, terrible sound. A snap. Pink stones rained down on the rubber track. The little gold drop with my name on it bounced once and rolled straight into the storm drain grate at the edge of the field. I dropped to my knees, tried to gather the stones in shaking hands. My breath wouldn't come right. It hadn't been the running. It hadn't been the yelling. I hadn't cried for any of that. But Sebastian had fastened that bracelet on my wrist himself, and now it was on the ground in pieces. Miss Sutherland brushed her hands off like she'd touched something sticky.
Plastic falls apart. Welcome to reality. Stop the dramatics.
I closed my fingers around the broken chain, stood up slowly, looked at her. Then I turned and ran. Past the bleachers. Through the side door. Up the marble stairwell. 3 flights, 4, 5, until I shoved through the alarm-rigged door to the roof. The alarm didn't go off. Of course it didn't. Half the wiring in this building was older than my grandfather. The whole school heard about it within minutes. The quad filled with kids in plaid skirts and navy blazers staring up, phones already out, recording.
Yo, is that Sienna Vanderbilt? What is she doing?
I stood near the parapet. Not stupid close, but close enough that nobody was breathing. The tears were coming hard now.
Hey, Mrs. Sutherland! Why do you only like the boy? Why does every girl in this school have to prove she isn't trying to seduce somebody just by existing? Is it a crime that I'm a girl? Fine. If you hate me just for existing, maybe I just shouldn't bother living at all.
The principal had appeared below with a bullhorn, sweating through his Brooks Brothers shirt.
Sienna, sweetheart, come down. We can talk about this.
I kept going.
She wouldn't let me sit out PE when I have cramps. She told me no man was going to marry me. She ripped the bracelet off my wrist.
Down on the field, Miss Sutherland had her arms crossed. She actually smirked.
Knock it off, Vanderbilt. It was a piece of costume jewelry.
I was shaking so hard I could barely see. And then I heard it. A low, rising thunder above the rooftops. Every face in the quad tilted up. A black Sikorsky helicopter cut across the Manhattan skyline. The downdraft hit the field like a hurricane. Papers, baseball caps, clipboards, all of it scattering. The pilot brought it down dead center on the football field. The door opened. Sebastian stepped out in a charcoal Tom Ford suit, jaw set, walking like the building belonged to him. He covered the distance to the stairwell in seconds. At the same moment, 7 identical blacked-out Escalades peeled into the front circle in perfect formation. Doors opened in sync. My other 7 brothers got out, followed by a small army of men in earpieces. The entire school went dead silent. 3 different girls in the quad started openly crying. 2 boys dropped their phones. The Vanderbilt's brothers, the ones every gossip account in the city had been speculating about for years, were finally, all 8 of them, in one place.
The night it started. The invitation belonged to my stepsister, and the money I was about to spend was never meant for me. None of it was mine, not the dress, not the identity, not the confidence required to walk into a room full of people who had been born knowing how to be in rooms like this. I told myself it was one night, in and out. No one would look closely enough to see through the mask. I was wrong. He looked, and he saw everything. His name was Dante Romano, chairman, crime lord, the kind of man who fills a room without trying and empties it just as easily. He caught my invitation when I dropped it at the entrance. Large hand, unharried grip. Eyes that moved across the pleroma of my mask and found my face beneath it. Before I understood what was happening, he already knew who I was. He had known before I arrived.
Come back every time, baby, I'ma keep you craving.
What followed was not what I planned. It was a contract I signed under duress. A name I had to learn to answer to. A war I hadn't asked to be part of. And somewhere inside all of it, somewhere between the gunfire and the gasoline, and a man who poured both over himself to keep me alive, it became something I hadn't planned for either. This is how a woman with nothing becomes someone's everything. This is how a man who controlled everything learned to put the gun down first. I thought signing it would end the war, but it only changed the battlefield. My name is Aria Sinclair. I clean for a living, just enough to keep a roof over my head. I was wiping down the sink in the hotel powder room when the door flew open. Victoria stormed in and lunged for my collar before I could even turn around. Take this off. You're going to the bachelor auction tonight, in my place. I tried to push her off. Buttons popped from my shirt and clattered across the tile. What? I'm not playing your twisted games. She yanked me inches from her face, her grip iron tight on the ruined fabric. You are. Do this and I'll cover your rent, or you're out on the street. My phone lit up in my pocket. I didn't need to look. I already knew what the notification said. Final notice. The number that had been waking me at 3 a.m. for the past 2 weeks. She shoved a gown against my chest. Silk. Expensive. Not mine. You're bidding on Dante Romano. He owns the biggest restaurant empire in North America. I need his investment, but I'm too busy to go myself. Use my name, use my card. Don't blow your cover. I looked down at the dress in my arms and felt the weight of having absolutely no other options. Fine. You promise you'll pay my rent? I promise. Hurry up and change. She left. I stepped into the stall and pulled the gown on in the dark. Already composing the version of this night I'd tell myself afterwards. It was just one evening, just one bid, just one name that wasn't mine. I'd be home before midnight. No one would ever know. What I didn't know then, what I couldn't have known, was that Victoria had done me one final cruelty before I'd even left the room. Dante is actually a mafia prince from the most dangerous family in the city. I'm not stupid enough to mess with a monster like him. Try not to get yourself killed tonight, stepsister. She never said it to my face, just thought it. I stepped out in the gown, mask in hand, and walked into the hotel ballroom with $50 in my own bank account and $1 million on her card. The ballroom blazed with chandelier light and old money. I found the seat labeled Victoria Sinclair and lowered myself into it, trying not to look like someone who had never sat anywhere this expensive. There was a plate of prime ribeye on the side table, untouched, like everything else within reach of these women. I picked up the fork without thinking. The steak was perfect. Nobody around me moved. A spotlight hit center stage. The host raised a microphone.
Ladies, welcome to the Bachelor Auction. Let the bidding begin. Our premier bachelor tonight, the prince of the Italian restaurant syndicate, Dante Romano.
He walked out like the room had been arranged around him. Jacket over one shoulder, silk shirt open at the collar, completely comfortable under 200 pairs of eyes. I stopped chewing. I recognized him instantly. The man from the entrance. The bidding started fast. 50,000, 100, 300, paddles rising across the room. With the easy confidence of women who spent this kind of money weekly, I gripped mine, without raising it, running the numbers in my head. Victoria's card had a limit. 1 million. A failsafe, she'd said. No one would actually bid that high. For a date. The room was slowing. 2 paddles left, then 1. A woman in the front row, cold-eyed, perfectly still. I raised mine. $1 million. Silence crashed over the ballroom. Every head turned. My cheeks went crimson.
Sold to Miss Victoria Sinclair.
I exhaled. On stage, Dante Romano was looking straight at me, not at the crowd, not at the host, at me, with the dark, amused expression of someone who had just gotten exactly what he came for. Rent covered, I told myself. That's all this was. He stepped off the stage and started walking in my direction. A staff member guided me backstage with a bright, practiced smile, the winner's suite, she called it. Private, champagne, a chance to meet your bachelor. The suite was dim. Dante was already inside. He leaned against the desk with a dead cigar crushed in the ashtray beside him, watching me cross the threshold. The way someone watches a door they've been waiting to open. He pushed off and started toward me, slow, deliberate, step by step.
Impressive, Mrs. Victoria. $1 million just to date me?
I kept backing up until my shoulder blades hit the cold wall. He kept coming until his arm slammed against the wall beside my head, trapping me in his shadow.
I had no idea you were so eager to have me.
Well, you're very attractive. That was the only truth I told for tonight. He reached for my mask. I clamped both hands over it. Don't touch it!
You dropped $1 million to own me. Don't I get to see my buyer?
He seized both my wrists in one hand and pinned them above my head. The mask hit the floor. He looked down at my face, and I looked up at his. And neither of us moved. I braced for recognition, for something in his expression to shift into understanding that I was not who the invitation said I was. Nothing shifted.
Don't hide yourself. Unless you have something else to hide, Mrs. Victoria.
The relief hit me so hard my knees went weak. He didn't know what Victoria looked like. I could keep pretending. His eyes narrowed, calculating, amused.
Cat got your tongue? Or are you lying to me?
No. That sounded like a question. He noticed.
He drove his knee between mine and pressed my back flat against the wall.
Don't you want a little taste of your investment first?
Before I could answer, he grabbed my hands and flattened my palms against his bare chest. He'd pulled his shirt open while I wasn't paying attention, buttons scattered somewhere. His skin was warm and hard, and I couldn't make my hands move.
Touch what you bought. Like your investment so far?
I was reaching for it. I couldn't explain why, when the door burst open.
Sir, the car is ready.
I ripped my hands back. Dante shot Sam a lethal look. Sam's mouth snapped shut.
I have somewhere to be. I have to go.
I grabbed my gown and bolted. He didn't stop me. That was what I kept turning over on the way home, that he'd let me walk straight out of that suite, without a word. Not because he'd lost interest, because he didn't need to hold me there. He already had what he came for. I just didn't know what that was yet. The thought sat cold on the back of my neck the whole way to my apartment. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself that all the way to my door, my pulse still high, the name on the auction receipt, Victoria Stinclair, starting to feel like something I'd tied around my own neck. Victoria called the next morning.
Did you win the bid for Dante? How was he?
I pressed a hand to my cheek. My skin still felt warm where he'd touched it. I did what you asked. Now pay my rent.
Not yet. You still have to go on the actual date and report back. No date, no rent.
She hung up. I stared at the dead phone on the sidewalk, furious, and then a Rolls-Royce Phantom glided to a stop 6 inches from my sneakers. The back Dante stepped out and across the distance in 2 long strides and stopped directly in front of me.
I'm taking you on our $1 million date. Sign this.
He handed me a folder. I opened it. A marriage contract. A marriage contract? Are you insane? I'm not marrying you. We just met. You don't even know me. He yanked me by the waist, slamming my back against the Rolls-Royce door. His hand closed around both my wrists and pinned them against the hood. He leaned in until his lips were at my ear.
I know everything about you.
No, you don't.
I know you want me so fucking bad. I bet you rub yourself alone at night, wishing it was my fingers inside you.
The slap cracked out before I had a conscious thought. His head snapped to the side. I felt the sting across my entire palm. I stared at him. He turned back slowly, touched his cheek with the back of one finger, and looked at me with something that was almost appreciation. I will never marry a man who humiliates me like this. I bolted down the sidewalk and didn't look back. Behind me, I heard Sam's voice. Then Dante's, quiet and unhurried.
Destroy her home. Make sure she has nowhere to go, except to me.
I turned the corner to my street and stopped. Where my building had stood, there was nothing but a mountain of dust and broken concrete. Rebar jutted out at angles. Insulation spilled into the gutter. One of my neighbors sat on the curb holding a plastic bag with everything she'd saved. My landlord stepped out from behind the rubble. 2 men flanked him, the kind with faces that had stopped caring about outcomes a long time ago.
Late on rent, Arya.
The building is gone! How can you
Lease still stands. Pay up, or I'll sell you to cover the debt.
One of the men grabbed my chin and looked me over.
Pretty little thing. She'll fetch a high price.
I twisted away and ran. They caught me in 3 steps, arms clamped around mine, a hand over my mouth. I kicked and screamed into his palm. A Rolls-Royce Phantom hit the corner of the street hard enough to send the landlord scrambling backward. The door flew open. Dante stepped out in a long, dark coat, drew a handgun from inside it, and leveled it at the 3 men without breaking stride.
No one touches my wife.
The goons dropped to their knees. The landlord followed.
Mr. Dante Romano, the Mafia Prince, we didn't know she was yours.
I looked at Dante across the rubble, in my work uniform covered in concrete dust, and understood with horrible clarity that this was where he had been leading me all along. Every door he had quietly closed. This exact street corner. This exact moment, nowhere left to go. He had engineered every inch of it. Dante stepped forward and stomped down on one of the goons' legs. The man screamed. The other went rigid. The landlord pressed his forehead to the broken pavement, shaking.
Please, Mr. Romano, have mercy. I'll never touch her again, I swear.
Dante kicked him hard in the chest, sent him sprawling, and raised the gun.
You touched my wife. You're already dead.
Then he turned and held the gun out to me.
I don't...
He yanked me flush against his chest. His free hand slid up and covered my eyes. The world went black. His lips were at my hair.
Ever touched a gun?
No.
He pressed the metal into my hands and closed my fingers around it. Warm hand over my cold ones, his body solid behind mine.
Hold it tight. Feel how hard it is. And squeeze.
His finger pressed down over mine. The trigger pulled. The shot cracked through the street and tore through my whole body. He uncovered my eyes. The 3 men were still there. Kneeling, clutching their heads, gasping, unharmed. The landlord let out a broken, relieved laugh. Blanks. I stood in the street with the gun in both hands, shaking so hard I could feel it in my jaw, and Dante leaned close to my ear.
How did you feel when you pulled the trigger?
I was scared.
You can't be scared. You are a mafia wife. Watch and learn.
He took the gun back, spun the calendar, and fired 3 times. The men dropped and didn't get up. I clamped both hands over my mouth. Dante holstered the weapon and turned to me like the bodies behind him were furniture. He tipped my chin up with 2 fingers and looked at my face.
These are the consequences of messing with the mafia.
He was watching my expression with the same dark amusement he'd worn at the auction. I understood then, in the worst possible way, that he found me entertaining. If he ever found out I had lied to him, if he ever found out I was not Victoria, that I was just Arya, just a cleaner, this was what he would do. Sam appeared at his shoulder and held out a marriage contract. The corner was splattered with something dark. Dante took it and offered it to me without blinking.
Since you're homeless now, sign the contract and marry me. My protection is your only option.
What if I don't want to? Dozens of armed men closed in from every direction, materialized from the edges of the street, from alleyways, from behind the rubble, every weapon leveled at the space around me.
I don't think you have a choice.
I looked at the contract in my trembling hands, the ink blurred. I looked up at his face, the absolute absence of doubt in it, and picked up the pen. My name appeared on the line in small, shaking letters. He watched it happen. Something in his expression shifted. Not softened, but settled. The patience of a man whose plan had finally reached its last step. All around us, the armed men lowered their weapons in unison. The bridal dressing room was all mirrors and ivory light. 2 maids stood behind me, pulling the corset laces tight. The gown was stunning, the kind of dress that existed to be photographed and not to actually be worn by anyone. Not so tight, I can barely breathe. They looked at each other and tug again. Then, the door opened. The maids left without a word. In the mirror, Dante appeared behind me.
Too tight?
He took the laces from where the maids had dropped them, slipped his fingers underneath, and pulled back. The corset came apart in one clean motion. The bodice slacked and dropped, and I grabbed for it with both hands, spinning halfway around. He was already there, arms circling my waist from behind, his chest plush against my bare back, lips at my ear.
I'll be your husband. Call me Dante.
He began relining it, slowly, each downward loop deliberate, his knuckles tracing my spine as he worked. My skin responded before I could stop it. He felt it.
So responsive. Your body already knows who it belongs to.
He reached the base of my spine and yanked the final lace tight. The force jerked me back against him. I gasped his name before I could think not to. His hand found my jaw and tilted my face toward our reflection.
I can feel how much you want this.
Dante, the wedding is about to start. He smirked, tied a perfect bow, and stepped back.
Fine, little lamb. I can wait. See you at the altar.
I stood alone in front of the mirror for a long moment, pressing one hand to my chest, trying to understand why I'd reacted to his touch the way I had. I didn't find an answer before the music started. Dante led me down the aisle. The church was full. Hundreds of faces I didn't know watched us walk toward the priest, who stood with the patient expression of a man who had performed this ceremony in front of dangerous people before and knew better than to show nerves. Dante stopped beside me at the altar. He turned. I turned. Our eyes met, and neither of us looked away.
Do you, Victoria, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Dante watched me, the trace of a smile at the corner of his mouth. Knowing, private, pointed directly at me and no one else. I opened my mouth. I was never Victoria, and I was about to vow and marry a dangerous mafia prince. I didn't have any other choices. I do. The doors blew open. Blair stormed in from the back of the church, flanked by two massive bodyguards pointing straight at me. Stop the wedding! She's not who you think she is! The music cut off. The guests froze in place. Every secret I had hidden since the hotel powder room, since Victoria shoved the gown into my arms, since I raised that poil, since his thumb brushed my cheekbone and his eyes looked as if they had known all along, rose in my chest at once. Dante didn't move. He stood beside me in perfect stillness, facing forward as always, and I couldn't read his face at all.
The red means chosen, the white means leave. Tonight, we select the one to stay with Lord Damien Blackhood.
The last girl who got close didn't even survive his bed. He's not just a prime alpha, he's a walking beast. When he goes feral, even the medics lock themselves out. Keep your head down, Leela. Hide in the back. Do not get chosen.
Damien Blackwood is a ticking bomb. When his alpha pheromones go feral, you're dead.
A prime alpha, a beast who ravages his woman for days. Damien, you're the only cure for my burning fire. Look at him, such a delicious contrast. A saint in public, but a pure animal in bed.
Leela, grab a white one and get back here, now.
Lila, don't be a fool!
Look at her. Another gold digger chasing a pipe dream. Watch me taming you, beast. No man can resist this. He has amazing self-control.
Stay back. She's humiliating us.
Pathetic. A fake beta trying to crawl into his bed? If you felt absolutely nothing, you wouldn't have dodged me that fast. Lucky I came prepared. That red is mine. I'm chosen, Damien. When is the wedding?
Hurry up. My body is burning. Oh, thank God.
Who said being chosen means you get to be mine?
I will not marry you. This lottery is canceled.
Mr. Blackwood has altered the terms. Miss Leela Hart will not be his mate. Instead,
She will join Blackwood Industries as his personal assistant on a 3-month trial.
From fiancé to assistant. From future to an office stray? How humiliating.
Fine. Want to play Forbidden Office games? I'm all in.
8 tomorrow morning in my office. 1 minute late and you're fired.
You can change the rules, Damien, but you can't fake your reaction.
Sir, is she an Omega?
She can't be.
But your feral index just spiked.
Wipe tonight's security footage and make sure no one looks into it, especially in bed.
Leela Hart, top floor, Mr. Blackwood's office.
Is that her? The one who drew the red last night?
Heard she got rejected. She's just an assistant. She'll be lucky to survive 3 days. You actually showed up. You too? Unbelievable. Executive director, personally approved by Damien, so you report to me. But the top floor, off limits, especially to a fake beta who got lucky. Enjoy that seat, Chloe, while it lasts. Leela Hart, reporting for duty.
Copy these. 100 sets.
Is there a problem, Mr. Blackwood?
Get out.
I just got here.
Then learn fast. We don't keep useless dead weight.
Damien, you'll be mine soon enough.
Stay away from me, or I'll destroy you.
"100 sets, she'll be stuck here until midnight. Personal assistant? More like a glorified janitor.
Mr. Blackwood needs these immediately. Don't mess up the page numbers. One mistake, and you start over. Why so obsessed with me, Chloe? Afraid I'll get to him before you do? You won't. Damien despises pretenders like you. Oops.
That scent masking patch, it's quite expensive.
Do you inspect every employee's neck?
Only the ones trying too hard.
At what?
You're just a fake beta.
Maybe your nose is broken.
Maybe you should quit before I find out what you really are.
Take this to Damien. You're the director. Serve him yourself. Scared? Or afraid your little beta act won't hold up? Careful. If you spill it, no one will save you. Keep your eyes open. Learn something. My bad. You're reacting again.
Are you asking for death?
Not death, just answers.
Chloe, in my office. Now.
Told you, she wouldn't last.
Damien, I warned you about her. She's shameless. She's been throwing herself at you since the lottery.
Who told her to bring the coffee in?
Me, but...
Pack your bags.
What?
I don't keep idiots around me.
But she's the one!
Out.
You'll pay for this, Lila.
So you're protecting me.
Don't flatter yourself. She broke my focus. That's why she's gone, not for you.
Then why are you shaking?
Because you don't know when to stop.
What exactly are you fighting against? Sorry, a little dizzy.
Sit up.
Do you always push away what you want?
I push away danger.
Are you sure I'm the dangerous one here?
Is that the lottery girl? She's either brave or she's got a death wish.
Wasn't Chloe fired? Why is she here?
You're losing control.
Not here, Layla.
Damien, I heard you've been unstable lately.
You need an inhibitor.
I need space.
Space from me?
What the hell are you?
Your assistant.
Lie to me again. Try me.
If I'm so dangerous, you would have run.
I'm the danger, Lila.
Damien.
Leave.
You're killing yourself.
Better than killing you in my bed.
Get the hell out! Now!
Only I can help you.
Baby, I'm falling.
Take me. Only we can save each other.
On Oak Ridge Estate's manicured lawn, the sun blazed over my wedding gown. In front of me, Chloe, my maid of honor and so-called best friend, smirked into the microphone during her toast.
I'm so happy for Nina. I mean, after her little private procedure at the abortion clinic last month. I honestly didn't think she'd make it down the aisle today. Oh gosh, I'm just kidding. Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
In my previous life, I had scrambled to explain it was just a minor cyst removal. But Chloe cut me off with a condescending cackle.
Sure, a cyst, because regular cysts totally require a wealthy sugar daddy to sign off on your consent forms, right?
Nina, come on. It's just a joke. Why are you getting so defensive?
That vicious lie enraged Gavin's family. Gavin slapped me across the face, called off the wedding, and left me so broken that I finally took my own life. But now, fate hit rewind. Chloe was putting on her fake, panicked show, while Gavin boiled over with rage. I stepped up calmly, snatched the microphone, and shoved it against her glossy lips.
Keep going. Tell them everything.
Chloe staggered back a step, her eyes widening in utter shock. She never imagined me, her usual quiet doormat, would call her out in front of all these Hamptons socialites. She tilted her head back quickly, instantly slipping into the act of a shaken, fragile victim.
Oh my gosh, Nina, you scared me. I just blurt stuff out without thinking. You know how I am. It's your wedding day. You don't have to make a sense to ruin your own wedding.
If it's a joke, finish it. Tell everyone exactly what you saw at the abortion clinic. Every detail. Let's all laugh together.
Excitement flickered in her eyes. She thought I was bluffing.
Nina, don't push me. Everyone's watching.
She scanned the crowd to make sure all eyes were glued to her before speaking again.
I'm just saying, I would never intentionally bring up that older guy covering your entire surgical bill.
Shocked whispers rippled through the crowd as guests exchanged knowing looks. Chloe clapped both hands over her mouth, eyes wide with theatrical horror.
Oh God, see? This is exactly what I mean. I can't help myself. Gavin, Mrs. Vamp, please. That man was probably just a distant uncle of Nina's. I'm sure there's nothing between them. Don't read anything into it.
Seconds later, the hundreds of guests erupted all at once.
Oh my God! So she cheated on her fiancé, got pregnant by some sugar daddy, and had a secret abortion.
She seemed so nice, but she's a total fraud. The Vanders are never gonna live this down.
Gavin glared at me like a feral animal. His fists clenched tight enough to whiten his knuckles.
Nina! What the hell is this supposed to mean?
Over at the head table, his mother, Eleanor Vance, snapped completely. She slammed her palm hard against the white marble tabletop.
Explain yourself! Now! Or the wedding is off!
I watched them scream and spiral with cold detachment. I slowly turned toward my seething fiancé and asked one quiet, cutting question.
Gavin, just because Chloe ran her mouth with a few so-called jokes, you're taking her word over mine?
Gavin froze for a split second, a flicker of hesitation crossing his bloodshot eyes. But right then, Chloe let out a loud, mocking cackle.
Spare me the act, Nina. How about you swear to God right now that you weren't at St. Luke's private clinic for a procedure last month on the 15th? If you swear it, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to you right here in front of everyone.
Hundreds of judging eyes burned into me. All hesitation vanished from Gavin's gaze, washed away by searing embarrassment and fiery anger.
Nina, answer her! Were you at St. Luke's on the 15th or not?
I held his stare, my tone cold and unshakable as ice.
Yes, I was.
Chaos exploded across the lawn all over again. Back among the guest seats, my parents were beside themselves with panic. My mom's eyes filled with tears, and she tried to bolt toward the altar, only to be blocked by several nosy, catty guests.
Only went to have an ovarian cyst removed! It's nothing like what all of you are insinuating!
At my mom's desperate plea, Chloe smirked even wider, her whole body shaking with smug victory. She turned to the crowd, putting on a fake, wide-eyed innocent routine to taunt everyone.
Okay, an ovarian cyst. Let's go with that. But Mrs. Chambers, since when does a routine cyst removal require some random older man to sign your consent forms? Let's be real, we all know what that looks like.
Eleanor stormed down the aisle and jabbed a finger straight in my face.
Shameless trap! How dare you stand there, lying about some cyst!
Gavin had fully lost it by now. He tore the white rose boutonniere off his custom lapel and hurled it straight at my face.
You actually cheated on me with some old guy and had an abortion? I'm done with you. I'd rather die alone than marry a slut like you.
I stared down at the crushed flower on the lawn, and every last trace of feeling I held for him vanished for good. I reached up to my hair, ripped my long tulle veil clean off.
This ends now.
And tossed it onto the grass.
Fine. If you're all so hung up on her stupid remarks, this wedding's off for good.
Eleanor planted her hands on her hips and sneered loudly.
Good riddance! Don't think you're getting off scot-free. Hand back the $50,000 all-her wedding budget my son gave you this instant. And you're covering every cent of this venue bill.
I didn't even hesitate. I pulled out my phone, pulled up my banking app, and sent an instant wire transfer right there in front of the front row guests.
The 50 grand's back in Gavin's account. From this moment on, we are completely done.
I turned to leave, but Chloe suddenly snatched my arm to stop me.
Nina! You can't just walk off like that. Storming out right now basically proves you're guilty.
She spun around and locked eyes with another girl in the bridesmaid line. She was Gavin's cousin, a shy nursing intern at St. Luke's. Chloe yanked her out of the crowd. Chloe's eyes lit up with cruel, giddy malice.
Amy, you're the most honest person I know. Tell Gavin. Tell everyone. What did you see? You saw Nina that day, right? In her signature tan trench coat, a hat, and a face mask, clinging to a heaviside older man walking into the private surgical wing?
Amy started stammering, eyes darting anxiously across the crowd. Hundreds of wealthy guests locked their eyes on her, waiting for the final knockout blow. She swallowed thickly, avoiding my eyes entirely. Her hands twisted together at her waist.
I was at the admissions desk that day. I did see someone who looked a lot like Nina. There was a heavy-faced older man right beside her.
That testimony sealed my fate. The entire outdoor venue erupted into shouts and jeers.
Wow, Chloe wasn't just starting drama, she actually brought receipts!
She's got some nerve showing up after that. Get her the hell out of here!
Eleanor's manicured hand trembled violently as she pointed straight at me.
Amy has no reason to lie. What do you have to say for yourself now, you shameless liar?
Gavin shook with blinding rage, lifting his hand to strike me before freezing at the last second, dropping his arm with a low snarl.
I must have been out of my mind to fall for someone as disgusting as you!
Chloe could barely hide her triumphant grin. She let out an overdramatic,
Gavin, don't take this too hard. You know I'm a straight shooter. If I hadn't stepped up and risked our friendship to expose the truth today, you'd have been played for a fool and cheated on for the rest of your life.
She turned back toward me, her eyes oozing unfiltered mockery.
Nina, out of every guy in New York City, why pick some out-of-shape older man? What did you even see in him? His receding hairline or his liver spots? Amy, tell everyone the rest of what you told me. Wasn't that woman that rare limited edition designer perfume Gavin imported from Europe last month?
Yes. It was that exact fragrance. It's one of a kind. I'd never mix it up with any other scent.
Did everyone hear that? The perfume matches perfectly too.
Nina, don't tell me this is just another wild coincidence.
I stood calm and quiet, watching Chloe dig her own grave with every lie. I didn't waste my breath arguing, just wearing a faint, icy smile.
The perfume is a nice touch, I'll give you that. But Chloe, is that really all you've got?
Chloe rolled her eyes.
I didn't want to drag your name through the mud like this, Nina. But you're utterly shameless!
Before anyone could react, she scooped my white satin bridal clutch off the table. She spun back to the crowd, holding my clutch high above her head like a victory trophy.
Don't hate me for prying, everyone. I was helping Nina organize her wedding cards earlier, and I felt something hard at the bottom of her bag by accident.
She ripped the clutch zipper open, flipped it upside down, and shook it hard. A lipstick, pressed powder compact, and tissues spilled across the lawn. Alongside them fell a sealed pillbox, a crumpled document, and a gold hotel key card. Chloe snatched the paper instantly and held it up for the whole crowd to see.
Look at this, everyone! A positive 7-week ultrasound.
Then she flicked the pillbox with the toe of her heel, sending it skittering away.
And this! Mifepriston! Abortion pills!
She clapped a hand over her mouth, putting on a devastated fake act.
Didn't you claim it was just an ovarian cyst? Oh God, what am I saying? Everyone, just forget it! I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for why our innocent bride has abortion pills in her bag. Right?
The crowd erupted into chaotic gasps and outraged whispers. Gavin lost every last shred of control, smashing the nearby champagne tower to pieces. He grabbed a sharp broken glass stem and lunged straight at me.
Go to hell, you lying bitch!
I threw myself back just in time. Gavin lunged past me, the broken glass in his hand brushing inches from my face. Chloe let out a fake shriek and threw her arms around Gavin to hold him back.
Gavin, calm down! She's not worth ruining your entire life and ending up in jail!
She glanced back at me, dripping with smug triumph.
Nina, look at the mess you've landed yourself in. Why even bother putting on a brave face? Get on your knees and beg Gavin and Mrs. Vance for forgiveness right now. And maybe they'll cut you some slack.
The surrounding guests piled on, pointing and shouting accusations my way. I stepped straight up to Chloe and glanced down at the abortion pills scattered on the grass.
Chloe, you're telling everyone all these items fell out of my bridal clutch?
Obviously they did. It happened right in front of everyone. Are you gonna claim I planted this stuff?
You're 100% certain about that?
I swear on my life, every last thing came out of your purse.
I nodded, a sharp, cold smile spreading across my face.
Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Since you've sworn on your life, let's show everyone something far more revealing.
Chloe's smirk faltered instantly. I pulled out my phone and fired off a quick text, then lifted my gaze straight to her.
I've got a little surprise for you. Hope you love it.
Before Chloe could hurl another insult, the estate's heavy iron front gates crashed wide open after being rammed hard. A huge, polished black Cadillac Escalade tore onto the perfectly trimmed lawn, tires squealing as it skidded to a sharp stop.
In this city, dragons rule the skies while humans fight to survive below. My name's Lily, a broke woman dumped and humiliated by my toxic ex, until I accidentally picked up the wrong kid from an elite dragon academy. Ash was no ordinary child. He was a sharp-tongued little dragon prince who stole my cocoa, ate my ribs, and claimed my tiny apartment as his nest. And you know what? I thought I had rescued a lost child. Turns out, I had picked up the Dragon Emperor's most precious little brother, and somehow made myself his fated mate. The November wind cuts straight through me at the subway entrance. A black and gold dragon sports car roars past, and above it, a pair of golden dragon wing slices across the gray sky. In this city, dragons live above the clouds. Humans fight for space at the bottom. And me? I am the kind of person no one even notices. 3 minutes ago, my ex, Derek, walked right past me with his new girlfriend on his arm. He wore a brand new tailored suit. The woman beside him was slim, polished, and flawless, like he had finally picked out an expensive accessory worth showing off. His eyes dragged over me, lingering on my faded coat and my slightly ruined face. Then his mouth curled into a slow, cruel smirk.
Lily, what the hell happened to you? Did you seriously just give up on yourself after we broke up?
His new girlfriend tightened her grip on his arm and smiled, all sweetness and poison.
This is your ex? I thought she'd be more impressive. Honestly, I almost mistook her for some discount housekeeper. She does have that warm, harmless look, though, like someone you'd hire to babysit and cook.
They walked away without looking back. I stood there in the freezing wind, my eyes burning dry, but I could not squeeze out a single tear. The night Derek moved out 3 months ago, I cried into my pillow for hours. Now, there was nothing left. Then my phone started buzzing like crazy. It was my best friend, Hannah.
Lily, save me! I just got called away on an emergency trip to New Zealand, and there's nobody to pick up my little dragon blood nephew from school today. Can you go get him from Emberwheel Academy?
I pressed my fingers to my temple and hesitated.
What nephew?
He's from my husband's side, dragon blood family.
He's been staying with us for a while.
You know I married into a dragon blood clan, and they've got tons of kids who get sent around to different relatives. This one has a sharp tongue and a terrible attitude.
But he's soft underneath. I'm sending you his photo now.
I looked at the photo she sent. It was so blurry that all I could make out was a golden blur of hair. I looked up just in time to see Derek and his girlfriend disappear around the corner. Then I shoved my hand into my pocket and felt the apartment key he had returned to me last week. That was enough.
Fine. I'll go pick him up.
It could not possibly get worse than this. Embervale Academy's front gate was lined with custom luxury cars. After-school pickup looked less like school pickup and more like an elite auto show. I stood there in my old puffer jacket, squeezed between sharp-suited nannies and stone-faced butlers, clutching a gas station hot cocoa and sticking out like I had wandered into the wrong world. The bell rang, and a wave of golden-haired, golden-eyed kids poured out through the gate. I squinted at the blurry photo on my phone and felt my hope slowly dying. Right as I was about to call Hannah and demand an actual usable picture, something caught my eye. Down a dim side alley, a little boy stood alone against the wall. Short golden hair, bright gold slit pupils, a black training bag on his back. His face was almost unnervingly pretty, like a porcelain doll from some luxury magazine. But there was no driver waiting for him. No nanny. No butler. No one coming to take his hand. His little fingers were red from the cold, wrapped tightly around the straps of his bag. His expression was so calm it made my chest hurt. It was the kind of calm that belonged to a child who had learned too early that no one was coming. I walked over quickly and crouched down in front of him.
Hey there. You're Hannah's nephew, right? I'm here to take you home.
The boy slowly lifted his eyes. Those golden slit pupils were ice cold.
I don't know you.
Then he turned and walked away. I hurried after him and caught the strap of his bag.
Wait. It's freezing out here. I'm not leaving you alone.
He stopped dead and spun around, glaring at me like a cornered little animal.
You're all the same. First you ask who I am, then you ask how much I'm worth. Let go!
His words hit me hard, and for a second, I did not know what to say. So I said nothing. I just took the hot cocoa from my hands and pressed it into his freezing ones.
Fine. I won't ask anything, little cranky. Just hold this. Warm your hands. If it tastes awful, you can insult it all you want.
The little boy stared at the cup for a long moment, looking like he was fighting some serious internal war. Then he finally sneaked a tiny sip. His ears turned pink.
It's too sweet.
I could not help laughing. Then I gently took his hand in mine. This time, he did not pull away. Back at my tiny apartment, the little guy stood in the entryway and slowly looked the place over, his eyes landing on the window frame I had patched with tape.
You're really poor, aren't you?
Thanks. I really needed to hear that today.
He seemed to realize he had said something wrong. His lips moved like he wanted to take it back, but nothing came out. I went into the kitchen and got to work. Braised beef short ribs, garlic mashed potatoes, and hot chicken soup. When the smell started filling the apartment, I looked over and found him standing in the kitchen doorway without me even noticing, his golden eyes fixed on the pot like he had been hypnotized. I piled the 2 biggest ribs into his bowl. While he was buried in his food, 2 tiny pale gold dragon horns quietly poked through his hair. I could not resist and gave one a gentle tap. He jerked his head up like a startled hamster.
Don't touch my horns!
Okay. I won't touch the royal horns again, you cranky little prince.
After dinner, we curled up on the couch to watch cartoons. He claimed the far end of the sofa, acting like he had no interest in getting comfortable. But every time I looked at the screen, his hand darted out to steal a piece of fruit from the bowl. Then he snapped right back to his corner, pretending nothing had happened. I bit back a laugh and pretended not to notice. For the first time all day, things almost felt easy. Then Derek sent me a voice message. I tapped play before I could talk myself out of it, and his voice filled the room.
Lily, the way you looked at that subway entrance today, honestly, you need a wake-up call. You used to at least try to look put together. Now you look like you've completely fallen apart. Stop lying to yourself. You were never the kind of woman who belonged anywhere near the top.
The smile faded from my face. I did not even notice the little guy had scooted closer until I saw him staring at my phone. His face was far too serious for a child his age. He stayed quiet for a while before he spoke.
Does he always talk to you like that?
It's grown-up stuff, not your problem.
He frowned hard, and his voice went flat and cold.
He's wrong. You're not what he says you are. You could have left me at that school and walked away. You didn't.
My nose started to sting.
That's sweet of you, little cranky. But you don't get it. People like him look at people like me and they already decide what we're worth.
He sat up straight and cut me off.
I get it. I've been around a lot of adults. I can tell when someone actually cares and when they just want something from me. My brother can tell too. Besides, I'm not cranky. I have a name. Ash.
Got it, Ash. Wait, your brother?
He lifted his chin, and the pride in his voice was impossible to hide.
My brother is incredible. He never falls for a pretty face, and he can spot someone scheming from a mile away. He has the best judgment of anyone.
The look on his face, completely serious while he hyped up his brother, made me laugh.
He sounds like a pretty remarkable dragon. Someone like me. I'm sure he wouldn't even give me a second look.
The little guy bristled immediately.
That is not true!
I reached over and ruffled his hair.
Relax. I know your brother has the best taste in the world. But he and I are from completely different worlds.
Different worlds? We'll see about that once he gets here.
His voice was so low it was almost swallowed by the cartoon playing on TV. I did not catch a word of it. But the tip of his tail flicked once, and something stubborn flashed in those golden eyes, like he had just made a quiet decision no one else was supposed to hear. The next evening, Ash had been acting strange all day. He sat on my couch hugging a throw pillow while cartoons played on the TV, but he clearly was not watching a single second of them. Every few minutes, his eyes drifted toward the balcony. At some point, he secretly pulled out that black and gold Kane watch, turned his back to me, and made a call like he was planning a tiny royal escape.
Hey, where are you right now? Yeah, I'm out, and made a call, and like he was planning, I'll send you royal escape. Come pick me up, I'll send you the address. Stop asking questions and just come.
He hung up fast, like he was afraid one more question would blow his cover. I poked my head out of the kitchen.
Who was that?
Ash tucked the watch behind his back and lifted his chin, trying very hard to look casual.
My brother. He's coming to pick me up in half an hour.
Something hollow settled in my chest. I had known from the start that he was not mine to keep. Still, hearing that he was going home stung more than I expected.
That's good. I'll feel better once your brother gets here.
Ash looked at me from the corner of his eye. He opened his mouth like he wanted to say something, then only let out a quiet, grumpy little huff. The truth was, he did not want to go back to that cold dragon estate at all. My couch was not fancy. The rug was old. The kitchen was barely big enough for one person to turn around in. But here, there was hot cocoa, braised ribs, and someone who wrapped a scarf around his frozen hands without asking who he was or what he was worth. He liked it here. More than that, he wanted his brother to see it too. He wanted his brother to see the woman who had been talked into believing she was worthless, and he wanted him to see how wrong that was. Half an hour passed fast. Ash jumped off the couch and rushed to the balcony, yanking the curtain aside. His eyes lit up at once.
He's here.
I looked out before I could stop myself. At the far edge of the evening skyline, a blazing streak of gold tore through the clouds at an impossible speed, shooting straight toward my rundown apartment building. It came closer and closer, like a burning star falling out of the sky, carrying a pressure that made it hard to breathe. Then it crashed into the empty lot below with a thunderous boom. The light faded. A tall man stood in the cold evening air after the rain. His long black coat billowed in the wind, and his gold hair burned like fire in the fading light. He looked up once, and I took half a step back before I even realized it. This was not the presence of some ordinary rich man. This was someone born above everyone else. Someone the world had learned to bow to. I froze at the window, my heart pounding hard in my chest.
That's your brother?
Ash lifted his chin, pride written all over his face.
Yeah.
I panicked completely. I looked down at my baggy old sweater, then at the messy living room around me.
You go down by yourself. Just tell him I'm not here. This place is a mess, and I'm not even wearing makeup. Your brother is obviously not a regular person. I don't want him seeing me like this.
Ash immediately scowled and grabbed my sleeve.
No way!
Ash, come on. He came for you, not for me.
Ash's voice went quiet and serious.
Why do you always act like you're not allowed to be seen?
I froze. He looked up at me, his gold eyes bright and stubborn.
You came for me. You fed me. You never tried to use me. You have nothing to be ashamed of, so stop trying to hide.
I could not find a single word to say. Then the doorbell rang. Ash let go of my sleeve and ran for the door. But right before he opened it, he looked back at me one more time, with a small, satisfied gleam in his eyes. He had said he was only calling his brother to pick him up. But in that moment, I had a strong feeling this little dragon had been scheming from the start. The lock clicked. I stood frozen in the middle of the living room, twisting the hem of my old sweater between my fingers until the fabric nearly stretched out of shape. The door swung open. Framed by the harsh white hallway light, a tall man stepped out of the dark and into my apartment. The force of his presence hit me before he said a word, and without meaning to, I found myself breathing more quietly. He was so much taller than he had looked from the balcony. His brilliant gold hair was damp from the rain, catching the light in soft waves. His features were sharp, flawless, almost too perfect to be real, but it was his eyes that made me go still. Dark gold slit pupils, cold and commanding, carrying the quiet authority of someone who had never once needed to ask for power. His voice was low and magnetic.
Ash.
Then his gaze shifted. Without pausing, it moved past the little dragon and landed directly on me. The second those dark gold eyes locked onto my face, his entire body went still. Not with contempt. Not with the cold, judgmental stare I had been bracing for. It was something far more dangerous. Something closer to shock, like the ground had shifted beneath him and he had not been prepared for it. His pupils widened sharply, and his lashes gave one sudden, involuntary flicker. I stood there with no idea what had just happened, only feeling a strange warmth spread through the air between us. Ash's eyes went wide, like he was watching something huge unfold right in front of him, because in his dragon sight, the aura around his always cold, always untouchable brother had started to blaze. Pure, radiant gold light rolled off him in silent waves. This was not ordinary dragon breath. This was the ancient bond signal, the one dragon blood gave off from deep inside the body when a dragon came face to face with his destined mate. It was completely involuntary. Impossible to fake. Impossible to hide. Ash looked at his brother, then at me, who clearly had no idea what was going on. Slowly, a smile spread across his face.
Brother, you like her. Your face is red. Even your ears are red.
The man's gaze cut sharply toward Ash, and the golden glow around him vanished at once.
No, I don't. It's just warm in here. Sinking because you're needy.
Ash rolled his eyes.
It was freezing when you walked in.
Sebastian chose to ignore his little brother completely and stepped into the room with a perfectly blank expression. He stood in my tiny living room, all height, power, and impossible composure, wildly out of place and yet somehow making my cheap IKEA dining chair look like a throne. His eyes swept the room once before settling on me.
You're the one who looked after Ash? I'm Sebastian.
Yes, that's me. I'm Lily. Hannah's photo was so blurry that I thought Ash was her nephew. I didn't know he was your brother. It was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
I stumbled over the words and, out of habit, tugged at the hem of my top to cover the soft curve of my waist. Sebastian noticed. Something subtle and unreadable flickered in those dark gold eyes. Ash refused to let the awkward silence last. He ran to the dining table, pointed at the plates I had not cleared yet, and launched into his sales pitch with absolutely no shame.
Try this! Lily's braised beef ribs. They're 1,000,000 times better than anything that fancy chef at the estate makes.
Sebastian's eyes landed on the table. His brow lifted almost imperceptibly as he put on his best high-end mighty act.
You let him eat this? There's no nutritional value in any of it.
I already ate at the estate. I don't have time for this.
He said every word like a cold, superior dragon lord who had never been tempted by a plate of ribs in his life. Then Ash shamelessly pushed a piece toward him. Sebastian looked at the rib, then at me standing there awkwardly, and his body betrayed him completely. He went quiet for a moment. Then he took the fork and took a bite. For one split second, he stopped chewing. The flavor hit him all at once, deep, rich, and far better than he had clearly expected. Under Ash's deeply smug stare, the cold and untouchable dragon lord made no move to slow down. Elegant as ever, he reached for a second piece. 2 minutes later, Sebastian had finished the entire plate of braised ribs without showing a single readable emotion. He had also quietly eaten most of the garlic mashed potatoes on the side. Ash sat across from him with the most smug, told you so expression a child's face could possibly hold.
I thought you said you weren't hungry.
Sebastian folded his napkin with perfect composure, let his gaze drift slightly to one side, and kept his voice carefully even.
I said I had already eaten. That does not mean I cannot eat.
Besides, wasting food is unnecessary.
Right. But you waste the French chef's food at the estate all the time. Funny how you suddenly care about waste when it's Lily's cooking.
Their back and forth made me laugh before I could stop myself. The sound pulled Sebastian's eyes back to me. I suddenly felt self-conscious and held out a napkin.
You've got a little sauce? Right there, at the corner of your mouth?
He took the napkin. His warm fingertips brushed the back of my hand for barely a second, but my heart reacted like something had gone completely wrong with it. Sebastian cleared his throat, looked away, and the tips of his very handsome ears flushed red. Then came the tug-of-war over whether they were actually leaving. Sebastian stood up, his composure firmly back in place.
Ash, we're going back to the estate. You have class tomorrow.
Ash wrapped himself around the back of the couch like a koala and launched into full protest mode.
I'm not going! Tomorrow is Saturday! This place is 100 times better than that freezing estate.
He was shameless about it, making a scene while shooting meaningful looks at Sebastian the entire time. Because through that obvious mate bond reaction, Ash had already figured out that his brother did not actually want to leave either. The Dragon King sat back down, still pretending to be the firm older brother, but the effort behind it was painfully weak. Ash was not about to let him get away with it.
Brother, if you don't want to leave, just say so. Stop putting on a whole show.
Sebastian's expression went through several very interesting stages. After a long silence, he spoke with great, deliberate calm.
It's late. We'll leave in the morning. I'm staying tonight to keep an eye on you and make sure you don't wander off.
Ash flopped back onto the couch and rolled his eyes so hard it had to hurt.
Adults are so dramatic.
The next morning, when I came out of my bedroom, the living room was spotless. Sebastian was already washed up and dressed, his gold hair loosely tied back. He sat at the dining table with perfect posture, coffee in hand, reading through a stack of documents. Morning light slipped through the curtains and caught the clean lines of his face like something out of an old painting. He looked almost too perfect to be real. I had barely set out breakfast when Hannah's name started flashing on my phone again and again. I stepped out onto the balcony and answered quietly. The screaming started immediately.
Lily! Oh my god!
I just got the full story from my husband. You picked up the wrong kid!
That little golden-haired boy is not my nephew. He's Ash, the most prized child of the ancient Cross bloodline, and his brother.
Her voice shook so badly that I could barely understand her.
That's Sebastian Cross.
The Dragon King of both realms.
Cold, ruthless, untouchable.
He can crush a person like an ant and not lose a second of sleep.
Please be careful.
Don't say anything strange.
And don't let him think you're trying to get close to the dragon bloodline for your own benefit.
The call ended. My mind went completely blank. The Dragon King. The gorgeous man who had spent last night in my tiny kitchen, eating my ribs and pretending he was above all of it, was a 1,000-year-old sovereign who ruled over both realms. A wave of shock and shame crashed over me before I could stop it. The gap between us was not just money or status. It was the distance between the ground under my feet and the sky above the clouds. I walked back into the living room and, without thinking, put more space between us. Sebastian caught it instantly. He set down his coffee cup, and those dark old eyes narrowed slightly as they locked on me.
You're afraid of me. Who called you?
Nobody. I think I forgot myself for a second. We really aren't from the same world.
Your Majesty, you should take Ash home. My voice came out smaller than I meant it to. Sebastian's hand tightened around the coffee cup. In that moment, the possessiveness in his eyes became so intense almost felt physical. To clear my head and shake off the shock, I took Ash to meet Hannah at a nice cafe downtown that afternoon. Sebastian had planned to come with us, but an emergency council meeting pulled him away at the last minute. Before he left, those dark old eyes locked onto mine with an intensity that left no room for argument.
In this city, if I say we're from the same world, then we are. If anything happens, call me. I'll be there.
My head was still spinning. At the cafe, Hannah sat across from me looking pale as she explained Sebastian's reputation across both realms. Ash sat beside me with his arms crossed, having eaten most of my chestnut cake without a single apology. And then, because the universe apparently had a terrible sense of humor, it happened. Derek. My ex walked into the cafe with his perfectly dressed new girlfriend on his arm, like he owned the place. His eyes swept over my faded jacket, then landed on Ash sitting beside me, still eating cake. That familiar sneer pulled at the corner of his mouth. He walked straight up to my table in his polished dress shoes and looked down at me.
Well, Lily. What did I tell you? You really did find a new low. Now you're running around babysitting rich people's little dragon brats?
His girlfriend leaned into him and threw me a dismissive look, loud enough for the nearby tables to hear.
She does look out of place here, doesn't she? Every table in this cafe is reserved. She looks like the type who has to check the menu prices twice before ordering water.
Derek's mockery and his girlfriend's little jabs pulled eyes from every corner of the cafe. The soft laughter drifting over from nearby tables hit me like a slap, right in front of everyone. Seeing the color drain from my face only made Derek more confident. He leaned into it with that sickening air of superiority, tearing into whatever was left of me word by word.
Face it, Lily. You think running around after rich people's kids is going to make you one of them? Men might like your cooking, sure. They might even keep you around for a while. But no man with a name, money, or power would ever claim you in public. You're not built for that life. You never were.
Every word landed exactly where he wanted it to. The dignity I had spent 3 months carefully piecing back together came apart in seconds. The stares, the whispers, and the contempt pressing in from every direction made me go cold all the way to my fingertips. I was so humiliated I could barely breathe. Hannah slammed her hand on the table and shot to her feet.
Derek, shut your damn mouth!
And Ash completely lost it. His small fists clenched until his knuckles went white. Those bright gold pupils narrowed into razor-thin slits, the kind that meant real danger. He stepped in front of me as faint golden scales flickered across his skin, anger rolling off him in waves.
You absolute idiot! Do you have a death wish?
Some cheap nanny's little half-blood mutt thinks he can talk to me like that?
The moment Derek's hand moved toward Ash, everything changed. Boom! Every floor-to-ceiling window in the cafe exploded outward at once. A wall of light and howling wind tore through the room like something divine had just descended. People screamed. Cups shattered. Chairs scraped hard against the floor. Then, in the ringing silence that followed, Sebastian walked in through the wreckage. Gold light blazed around him. Glass and debris scattered beneath his feet. Every step he took carried a murderous pressure so heavy that the air itself felt wrong. His golden hair whipped wildly in the wind. Those dark gold slit pupils had turned full blood gold, the color of a sovereign in absolute fury. The dragon authority pouring off him, the kind that could force 2 realms to their knees, slammed down over the room. Derek dropped to his knees in the broken glass before he even understood what was happening. Sebastian did not spare him a single glance. He crossed the room in a few strides and reached me. Then, in front of every frozen, barely breathing person in that cafe, his powerful hands, faintly traced with glowing dragon marks, pulled me against him. Completely. Protectively. Like I was the only person in the room who mattered. Only then did he look down at Derek, who was crumpled in the glass. His voice came out low, quiet, and absolute, like a verdict no one had the right to appeal.
You said no man would ever claim her? Try saying that again.